back to another stream. Today, we're going to be continuing our re-leveling of my Druid. That's my main class that I always played. I had a level 60 that died. I can show you real quick. I already moved it to Pagel, unfortunately. So, because this is a hardcore classic, once you die, you can't play there anymore. It's basically game over for you. This is the Druid. I finally managed to get all my tier 0.5 pieces, which was one of the things that I've never done before. But yeah, anyways, that was the Druid that died. It died at 60, and since then I've been playing my warrior. Unfortunately, I'm just not the biggest fan of a warrior, even though it's probably the second most fun class that I've played. Um, I just don't like being melee DPS. It's just not, or tank. I mean, tanking is more fun. I'll say that. But melee DPS is just not where I'm at. I mean, this is my warrior. He's actually decently geared, but anyways, I want to re-level my Druid. And so we're at level 47. We're slowly but surely getting there, getting closer to 60. I'm still running it as a feral right now. It's just faster to level. I will get a dual spec eventually. And let me decrease the sensitivity of my microphone a little bit. Hold up. You can actually hear quite a lot. Let me look at my gate. La 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 webcam. Where the fuck is my here properties? I want to test it out a little bit. I actually need filters. Yeah, noise gate, gain. Gain is fine. Open threshold. Open. Okay, so open threshold. This is fine. Here in the game, and you can hear in the game. Okay, a little bit, maybe 12. Yeah, so it needs to be somewhere in between, like 11. No, okay. You can't hear anything from the game, but you can hear me when I start talking, so it should be pretty good. So, anyways, we're feral right now. I don't have dual spec yet. Of some people. I don't have a dual spec yet. I will, because as soon as we get to a decent level, I will switch to resto, because that's what I'm gonna be running. Is gonna be mainly a resto druid. So always what I do. I do tank occasionally if I need to, especially now when leveling up. It's actually not that bad. But what I'm trying to figure out is, what are we going to do next? Because I think I have two options here. I'm level 47. I would like to go Maraudon, whatever it's called, Maraudon. Unfortunately, might be a little bit too low for that. Maybe 48 is better, especially for some of the bosses in there. Don't think I am high enough for level. It's like the last boss is, I think, level 51. So as level 47, it's kind of sketch. So we're probably not going to be doing that. But we are at like what, almost 70% of our level. Which means if we can get the next 35%, 30% XP, get to level 48, then we might be able to go Maraudon. Now, one of the main things that I really need there, and I could probably try to do that myself now. I don't really want to, because it is sketch as hell, and I don't really want to be risking my warrior, my druid. Is this quest in Desolus right here? The Pariah's Instructions. It is for a trinket that I really want. It's something that I'm still using on my warrior for tanking, even though I have like tier 2. Um, and for druid, I would say it's even better. For tank is so good. Or DPS or just soloing content in general. Unfortunately, I do need to dip my toes into the dungeon, into Maraudon, at least twice, for 2 of the 5 cons that you need to kill. Again, it's going to be probably easier to get those when I'm level 48. So with that said, not idle. Let's start moving. I think what I really want to do is to go. We have 2 options. I think that's where I was. We're either going to do hinterlands and kind of start there, 45 level quests. So those will be green/yellow for me, which is great. Or we're gonna go Syrian Gorge. But honestly, Syrian Gorge is there are quests here level 45 and 46, but most of them are like 48. So I would probably go there a little bit later. Means our path is clear. We're going hinterlands. Now, probably the fastest way to get to hinterlands would be going to Ironforge and then fly to hinterlands. Actually, I don't think I have a flight path unlocked to hinterlands. What I'm probably going to have to do is actually go to not hinterlands, but South Shore, and then from South Shore run to hinterlands. Well, let's do that. So yeah, go to Ironforge, grab a flight path to South Shore from South. Oh no, we just missed the train. There's no way I can make it in time. So we fell down. No. Yeah, we'll catch the next one. It's fine. So this is my current gear. It's nothing, I would say, crazy, but it is pretty good. I will say. I love my Heaven's Light. That's something that I've always had on my druid as soon as I hit 40. So good for a druid. It doesn't really matter if you're Pharaoh or whatever. I do have like a mix of gear. It's kind of how I like to run it. It's not perfect because it probably takes a little bit longer to kill stuff. But at the same time, I do have more mana. I do have more spirit, which gives me a little bit more of a regeneration, a little bit more ability to kind of keep myself up if I need to. So it's like, that's the one thing that I like about a druid is like you can kind of mix it up a little bit. But majority of my gear right now is feral. Some of it is stuff that I bought. Some of it is stuff that dropped. Some of it is from quests. Actually, this chest is from a quest from Ferolas that I just got. I don't know why my looking for group is not working. I'm just gonna probably reload my UI. It might be able to fix it. Our guild had a horrible week this week, by the way, just so you guys know. We lost 4 people. And today we lost a 5th one, which is what our main hunter. She was in full tier 3 with a crossbow from Kel'Thuzad, so she basically beat the game. She was the one. She's always been the one doing all the pulling in like AQ40 and everything. So it's a big blow to our guild. And she died to something stupid, man. She was getting her DMT buffs from Tribute for Darmal North, and somehow the eye spawned those nether walkers or whatever, and they killed her. I don't know what happened. I wonder if I find out eventually. All I know is that those killed her, but I don't know why. Who's this lagging around? Rogue sprinting. All right, let's catch a flight, find South Shore, and then we're gonna run to Hinterlands from there. It's only 4-minute flight, so it should be pretty good. I think what I probably should do is enable in add-ons. I should enable my AI. Oh, it's probably what actually he was already using. AI Tinker. Bag Brother Pratt. So one of the things that I just did in Platter, and I went to buff settings. I enabled to see everybody's buffs. Here, show auras casted by other players. Now that a mistake. So I don't really know what to do here, because the only things that I really want to see on a target are buffs that I share with them, right? So like, for example, on a warrior, like if I looked at what I don't want to see, I would have to get rid of all of these buffs. I don't know what the fuck they even are, man. Okay. Honestly, yeah, let's just get rid of all of them. That I don't really want to be seeing any of these. And then add buffs. Add debuffs actually. Demoralizing shout. Under armor. And what else do we want to see? Fairy Fire. I wonder if Fairy Fire and Fairy Fire Feral are different things. Considered different anyways. I'm gonna have to test this out in a group, because now if I go into buff settings, I can still have show auras casted by other players on my platter, but now basically the only auras that it is tracking are the auras that I care about. Problem was, when I enabled this and I went into the raid earlier, it was basically showing like all debuffs from warlocks and priests and everybody. It was too much of an overkill for me, so this would be better, because honestly I do not care about seeing anything else on the targets. What I can add though is Demoralizing Roar. That's on a Druid. Because that one is nice. Is there Fairy Fire Feral? It is. Fuck. Okay, now let's keep that. That's what we're gonna keep track of. All right, there's nothing more in here for me to. Yeah. So we just run hinterlands right now. That's the plan. We have to go through this entrance. We do have a quest here to capture the picture of Gamarita, which is a big turtle. Let's loot some of these things here. Life root. I do have herbalism and I do have skinning. Those are the two things that I'm running on this druid because I have mining and engineering on my warrior, and then I have alchemy on my mage. So that one unfortunately is like 26 right now. And I'm already maxed out at 225 skill. So I'll need to get that one, get the mage up to level like 35 or 36 so that I can learn the next level of alchemy so I can actually do some of the later stuff. Kind of sucks a little bit. But it is what it is. Oh, was that gold thorn? Nope. Usually when I'm running around here, I just try to see if there are any herbs for me to pick up. Have like bruiseweed would be helpful. That's for crafting trolls blood potions. Um Obviously wild steel bloom is huge for crafting pretty much everything. The only one that I don't care about is here, King's Blood. Not gonna give me any skill. It's not really that useful, so I don't really care. But a wild steel bloom or a gold thorn, I wouldn't mind. Ooh, somebody drowned in Longshore. Hell yeah, brother. Night Elf Hunter died in Longshore. Let's see how it looked like. Armory. I always look at like the armory and I look at like how good gear, how well geared. He was pretty much all in greens, so still sucks because it's still a 60 that you lost, but not like you lost a Nax geared character. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, one thing that I wanted to tell you guys is I am still running my UI. That's okay. Okay. So here's the problem. I want to test it. Okay, so here's the problem that I've been having, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to stream to now because I'm gonna test this out for whatever reason. For whatever reason, this started to lag right now. I don't know why. Um, shouldn't be a problem with my computer. I mean, I have enough power. Shouldn't be a problem with my bandwidth. I have more than enough bandwidth. And when I click off my game and I'm on another screen, it you see the game running just smooth. Everything is fine. The second I click back into the game, it starts like tearing up and lagging like crazy. So so what that means is there's probably something going on in the game with like some settings or something that are kind of messing up the stream. So what I'm going to try to do right now is I'm going to try to troubleshoot it because when I'm raiding on my warrior, I can't have this. So when I'm streaming like a raid on a warrior, I'd rather troubleshoot it right now. So if you guys can give me a minute or two, um, I'll play with the options and settings and then see if I can figure out why it's doing it. Okay, so first thing that I tried, vertical sync, that's not helping. Ooh, okay. Something just changed. Multi-threat rendering. Is that what was the problem this whole time? Or optional GPU features? Nope. Yes. Multi-threat rendering, maybe? Nope. Async resource creation allows async creating GPU resources such as texture and shaders. Even this will likely introduce itching, but could help work around crashes or visual issues on very old drivers. Very old drivers. Bug? Hold up. Nope. Not it. Advanced work submit allows more complex code paths for submitting work for the GPU. This ability to make less consistent or lower frame rate, but could help avoid some kinds of crashes. Okay, so I don't know what I did, but now it's running smooth. Hold up. Honestly, I don't have an FPS problem. So with that said, I'm probably going to get rid of these. This may help work around driver bugs or issues with newer GPU features. I should have just turned these off one, but probably would have helped. Allows a disabling this will likely introduce hitching. What the fuck is hitching? But could help work around crashes. Yeah, I don't want crashes, so I guess that will help. Disabling, but could work around crashes. Sure. Could help avoid some kind of crashes. Okay, all these, like, I don't know what these are for. I'm gonna turn them off, and then we're gonna see if we can run around and if the game actually runs smooth. Not, then we're gonna know that it's not these things. It's gonna be something else. But for now, I ran into this area. Hold up, let me run back and let me get in here. I'm also running a reshade, so this is how the game looks normally. This is how it goes for me. Primarily, what you see is a lot of sharpening and there's a big difference, at least for me. This looks so blurry to me that it almost hurts my eyes. When I sharpening it up, I'm like, okay, yeah, this actually looks good. Let's run back. Sometimes this happened when I run from one zone to another zone. Not only like the game starts tweaking. Why right now? Okay, I'm still running in Hillsborough now. Okay. Bar, smooth. Okay, let's run back. Interlands. Yeah. Hey, don't know what we did, but it looks like it's running smoothly. I don't see any issues on YouTube and telling me that I don't have enough bandwidth. Fucking one gigabyte um internet. Like, dude, doesn't get much better than that. I mean, it does, but not for streaming WoW on YouTube, anyways. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to say was my UI, right? I think about a week ago, almost a week ago, actually. No, not really. Yeah, almost a week ago. Um, Blizzard updated the game, especially for classic, era, and hardcore. They introduced new IPA code, IPA, IPI, API, API, OPI. I don't fucking know. Anyways, basically introduced new code into the game to make it a little bit closer to what you can, what kind of code wise, what the retail is. And unfortunately, what this did is that it basically broke majority of add-ons that were running on this type of game, or on this version of the game anyways. And so what I'm running right now is experimental version of like LVUI that is functional and I can play with it. It's not perfect. And what it's missing is um some of the plugins that I've been using. So like for example, I've been using a Toxi UI plugin or LVUI. So it's basically taking LVUI and then giving it a little facelift and just changing a few things here and there. It's something I've been used to from playing on retail and before that. So it's something that I really enjoy having. The fact that I don't have it is pretty frustrating right now. There's just something about UI in this game that I'm just used to. So when you don't have it, anyways, it is functional, which is good. I have kind of basic, kind of hidden my frame. It comes up when I target something or when I get into combat or anything like that. But when I'm just running around and my health is full, my mana is full, I don't really need to see it. It just takes space on the my screen, so I just have it hidden. Now, when it comes to my skills, I have those always hidden here. I never show those because I don't really need to. I have everything keybound, so I don't really worry about that. All right, let's get these quests here. We only got 3. Usually that's what it is. You start with like 3 quests here. And it kind of slowly unwinds and slowly kind of opens a little bit more here in Hinterlands. It's a weird zone, but I don't need that many quests, honestly. I just need like 30%, yeah, 35% of a level. Now, one quest that I wish that I had, it's actually from, oh, it's from here. I should have picked it up. Yeah, well, we don't have it. It is what it is. So we're gonna do Winter Bark Cages for the Griffins. We're gonna kill some trolls. What level are they? 40. Yeah, that's definitely something that should have come in a little bit earlier. Oh, good though. Level 40 is good. It is green, which means that they're gonna die real quick, so don't have to worry about it. Just eat some food. What I also do is to like with some intellect and with some spirit. And for these, we don't really need to use a lot of consumes. We're just gonna go. Oh, okay, so you guys can actually hear that. Okay, so I need to change the gate noise just a little bit more. Or either that, or hold up, I can make the game less loud. I don't really need to hear all this. Hold up. Yeah, this is good. So I'm gonna kind of explain a little bit to you guys the way that I play Druid leveling up, or just kind of soloing content in general. This is, by the way, what got me killed. So, but it's not really the way that I play it. It's more the fact that I usually get very overconfident, and then I tend to make mistakes. Um, so what I usually do is obviously open up from stealth. And when you look at my talents, what I'm running is actually a Omen of Clarity build. It kind of slows down a little bit the buildup of your feral abilities. So I don't have Leader of the Pack. I don't even have Feral Fairy Fire. But what I do have is Omen of Clarity. Now that to me, one of the best things that you can have for just solo content, because it makes sustain so good and very efficient. So like right here, right? I hit Omen of Clarity. I'm halfway down my HP. I can use a full rank regrowth for free. Cost me no mana. And I can keep going. And I can literally do this forever, right? Every time when I get to like 75, 80% HP and I get proc Omen of Clarity, I don't use it for attack ability. I just use it for self healing, and it's always a regrowth. One of the best things. There you go. Another one. So now because I have another one, what I can do is actually go and pull another mob. I have two mobs on me very easily. Regrowth keeps healing me. And it's just the sustain is so good. I can just keep going. See another one. And it's like, so this way you continue being at like 100% mana all the time, right? Pretty much 100%, 95% of the mana. So if something happens, you always have mana, because mana management on Azure is one of the most challenging things. And so you always have something to fall onto. It's like, okay, I always have mana to use for something goes shit, right? And also it's one of the best things for soloing like elites, or just when you have multiple mobs running at you, is because you always have that ability to kind of save self heal yourself for free, basically. Um, Now, I don't want to say with that. There's another kind of piece to it though, but not well. Got to make sure that your Omen of Clarity is always popped. Go. These cages opened. Oh, there's one more thing that's very useful for this, because you have to keep in mind that I'm basically using mana to shapeshift rather than for my healing, right? That's kind of the trade-off that I'm doing. So it's like I jump out of my form. I use mana to jump. So I jump out. I heal myself for free, but then I jump back into the form. That costs me mana, right? So I'm basically doing that sacrifice. Now, if I look at how much does it cost me to basically do a full rank regrowth, is 510 mana. Now cat form cost me 386, which means that I'm saving 150 mana or so. Now the 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 reason why this works so well is because I also have a natural shapeshifter. So that's also in a balance, and that reduces the mana cost of all shapeshifting by percent. Again, mana management is one of the biggest challenges on a druid, especially leveling up, because everything costs so much mana. That's why it's like I don't really like healing, even though druid is my main is resto. I don't really like healing this early on, at least until get to like level 52, because at that point, like you have enough resources to be actually able to kind of sustain some healing. It's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, we have something here. What is it? Ooh, nice crit. We have a golden Samson. Ugh, great. See, honestly, normally I wouldn't be even picking that up, but I do need skill. Where is it? Behind me somewhere? That's the one thing. Oh, here it is. That's the one thing that like that having what's it called? Um running reshade does is like makes it really hard to actually see some of the stuff in it. I don't know how we used to do that without add-ons, but somehow we must have figured it out. And also usually what I do is I basically let the bleeds do the work. So that makes it really hard to kill stuff that does not bleed or is immune to bleeds. But I basically would do is let the mob get to 50%, and then whatever combo points do I have, I use them for rip, right? Because you want to make sure that you at least use the 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 maximum duration of rip. It's like if I waited all the way until having basically full combo points for rip, then the mob would be almost dead. There you go, free heal, right? I don't even need rejuvenation right now, and he's at half HP. Put rip, put another claw on him. Sorry, another rake, and then if he runs away, basically the the dots kill him. So I don't really have to worry about that either. We have. We need more. There you go. Now I could have healed myself, but I'm at like 95% HP, and these are level 40s, so I can always use the Omen of Clarity for like killing the mob faster. And sometimes that's a judgment call that you have to make as a druid, is like, okay, what do I use the Omen of Clarity procs for? Do I use it for healing, or like right now I can heal myself just to be sure. Jumping back in actually gives me instant 40 energy, so I can go ahead, jump in, and straight do ferocious bite. Now, one of the biggest differences that I see between like playing a warrior and playing a druid is the fact that, and that's something that I really missed on a warrior, was the fact that like I like how druid's damage is very predictable. It's very slow ticking. I would say it's super slow. There are kind of like those jumps where you do like a little damage, but it's like every second you get that white damage. Most of them hit, some of them miss, obviously, but it's like it's so easy to kind of predict the amount of damage that you're gonna do over the period of 30 seconds, 1 minute or so. Um, as a warrior though, I always found myself struggling with that a lot, because you could you could spend a minute just hacking into a mob that just kept missing and dodging and everything. But then you go to the next mob and you literally kill him within like 2 seconds because everything crits, and it's just like one of the things that I really don't like about warrior is how dependent on gear and critical strikes they are. It's so bad. Druid here, because I'm not dealing with rage, I'm dealing with like energy. I don't really care if I crit or not, right? Especially if I'm able to. There you go. especially if I'm able to um no, I don't know what I want to say. Anyways, and the utility is great too, so I can like dispel the poison here, jump back in. See, I have my rip and the rake on the target all the time. They start running away, they keep bleeding. These are level 42s, so I mean, there's really no risk here. Although, if I did get like more than 3-4 mobs here, because I don't really have any AoE, I would have to get a little bit careful. Would still probably survive, but just to be safe. I need to get over there. There's like another cage over there, yeah. Now, one of the things that I learned, and if any of you, somebody died, level 58. Ooh, Bilbo Baggins. One of the things that I've learned on hardcore. You miss playing a feral druid? Yeah, dude. Like, okay, I miss playing a resto druid. I can't wait to be able to respec and just go back to healing. But I will say this, feral druid is still a hell of a fun. Like, I would say, I just don't know. I will say this, tanking on a warrior, way more fun than on a druid. I feel like I especially now that I had to go back to like actually do some tanking on the druid as I'm leveling up. Ugh, it's so fucking boring, dude. And you have so little utility for tanking. Now the threat generation is great, but it only takes like couple misses. Like you miss with the maul and you miss fucking your taunt gets resisted and you have nothing. You have literally nothing to do to like get the threat back. So on a warrior you have so many utility, and that's something that I really did enjoy. And when I go into a dungeon, I have a lot of fun with the warrior tanking. But then even when I'm tanking, it's like I just miss healing, dude. That's my thing. Especially healing as a druid is so much fun. But yeah, Omen of Clarity is my preferred build for feral. I know it's not perfect, especially at this level. There you go. But it's like the sustain is just too good for me. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, trying to read and play at the same time. Oh yeah, tanked. Yeah, listen, Feral Druid is awesome for tanking in raids. I mean, it's pretty much the best tank you can have in next MS, especially for some of the encounters. It's like their health is like they have crazy amount of health. Um, their defense is ridiculous because of the dire bear form. So all these things are great for Feral Druid. So yeah, I I I, I agree that Feral Druid is like a really good tank. I would say significantly better than a paladin. If you want to talk about tanks that are not warrior, obviously. Um, it's more about like when you play it, how much fun it is, right? So like, just feel like warrior is a lot of fun, way more complex, way more, especially like when you start talking about going from pack to pack and stance dancing and shit like that. It's not easy. Whereas like warrior, or as like rest or druid, you just sit in the bear form. You get well, yeah. I mean, over 1,000,000 health. Okay, well, not in classic. You know, obviously that's probably on retail. Okay, I needed one of these mushrooms. It's actually for Nogger Fogger elixir quest that I need to take back to called. I need to take that back to Tanaris. One of the reasons why I came here, by the way, too. Um, let's see. We need these jades. These are level 48. It's gonna be a little bit rough because they're actually gonna be a little bit higher level, but I think we'll be fine. Again, on a warrior, there are things that I just could not afford to do. Like this stuff right here. Some of these quests, I had to wait until they were like green, level green for me, until I could actually come and do them. One of the things that I also like to do when I'm running around a lot of mobs like this, especially when they're yellow, I always like to keep my nature's grasp on me. The reason why is because look, the second mob comes around, there you go, and he's rooted, and I don't have to worry about him. And then if they don't trigger it, then I don't have to worry about it because it's literally a buff that has a 45-second cool, oh, actually 1 minute cooldown, and it lasts 45 seconds, right? When you look at it, Nature's Grasp, it's 1 minute cooldown, but it stays on you for 45 seconds, which means that you basically have 15-second downtime of when, and it's not like it resets the cooldown when it's actually used. Means that you can technically use it like once if it hits you like right when it's about to expire, and then within 15 seconds you can use it again. So like, love that spell for just running around and trying to avoid some mobs that you don't fight. Even after all this time, you have zero urge to come back and play. Yeah, dude, stay away if you can. If you can, stay away. For me, I haven't played, dude. I think I played 2019 or whatever when Classic came out. I played for like a year. I just wanted to go back and play my Druid, and then after that, I came back for Shadowlands for just a little bit to like retail. I think it was because like I don't know. I think I was on paternity leave or whatever when I were kids, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I need to look good. Like, I think one of the things that I really enjoyed always is the story. Right, that's one of the key hooks for me on this game is the story. Um, and the Sylvanas storyline was like appealing, and so I went back. Yeah, I played it for a couple months, and then I was done with it. And then for whatever reason, like I basically said, hardcore, dude. I'm never gonna play hardcore because I could not imagine that I spent so much time playing a character and then it dies and it's like game over. Like all the professions, all the the gear, all the farming, fucking all the quests and everything. And you're like, what do you mean you die? And then it's like game over, man. But if I get like tier 2 and everything already like clear Blackwing Lair and shit, and then I die, it's like game over, start over from fucking zero, right? It's like it's something that I just did not I just didn't like the idea of it, right? Until I tried it. And then suddenly I was fucking hooked, bro. Because there are a few things that are very different on a hardcore server compared to like a normal server. There is no cross server here, which means that you have one server and that's it. Which kind of brings me back to the original way that like classic or vanilla was, which means that reputation, your name actually matters. Like people, like if you're a good player and people know that you're a good player, you know, everybody will know and we're like, yeah, okay, we'll take you into our group. If you're a shit player or you ninja loot or whatever, nobody will want to play with you. And it's like it's one server, which means there is one community. Now, if somebody actually dies, people usually know them. Like especially if you're level 60, you've ran a few things, so it's like if you actually die, everybody is like, no. It's especially if you like geared, if you ran stuff like you standing in storming, everybody's fucking seen you in tier 2, tier 3, whatever, right? And you die, it's like everybody fucking knows, because you get this announcement, right? That, hey, you know, this person died and how you died and what level were you. So everybody knows on the server what happened. And so everybody is just really upset about it usually, especially if they knew you. Um, so that's one big thing um, that I really enjoy about it, is that like the reputation actually matters, because on a cross server realms and shit, whereas like you have, you know, you group with different people from different realms and stuff, it's like nobody knows your name, nobody cares. If you die, you die. It's like, yeah, see, that's the thing about hardcore. You can't do that. Like you can't run around like a reckless idiot. You have to always have an escape. You have to strategically think. Every time when you leave the city and you go into the world, you're fucking running a risk that that something's gonna happen. Um, it's okay. I'll give you an example. So I had a level 60 druid, right? On hardcore, died. We can go to the details a little bit later, but anyways, died. And I went back to, basically what you can do is, once your character dies here, you can't resurrect it, it's game over, but you can take it and you have a one time free transfer to one of the normal classic era servers, right? And so I transferred it to like Mankirk, I think, and I was like, okay, let me play here a little bit, because I kind of got attached to the character a little bit. So I'm like, okay, let's play a little bit there. Now keep in mind, on era, I have a full tier 3 biz decked out druid, right? From Nexramas, just, you know, everything best in slot. Tier 3 and everything. So it was like a second druid that I basically had on like era server. Anyways, so I was like, let's go Onyxia, right? Just like simple raid, 40 men raid. So over there, they they actually run it in 20 people. So they don't, you know, they're like basically, hey, you know, fuck it, it's like we're just gonna run a 20-man Onyxia. Now you can do it. It's not that you can't. Oh, I got 2 sludges, great. It's not you can't, but people will die, you know, unless you like really geared. um it's really hard to like make sure that people don't die. And usually who runs Onyxias on those servers, people are not geared. They're like in fucking greens and blues and shit, right? And so it's like, what happens is, you, the few times when I did it, there were like 5 people who survived and somehow managed to actually finish off Onyxia, and everybody else was dead. It's just, you get overrun by whelps and shit and whatever. It's like, just run out of mana, whatever, right? It's just, it's too much damage. Um, Now that would never happen on a hardcore server. And one of the things that I just dislike is the fact that just nobody cares. Nobody has potions or elixirs. It's just like nobody cares. Fucking buffs and shit. It's just, they just do whatever, right? Here, every time when I run a dungeon, even fucking stupid dead mines, people have fucking, you know, elixirs, they have buffs. Some people even world buffs, rallying cry of Dragon Slayer or whatever, and ZG buffs. Like, people actually take this shit seriously, because you know you want to do everything you can to make sure that you ensure the survivability. That, like, if you want to get a little reckless, you have that little wiggle room there. Now, again, you can't get too reckless, because then you die. Like, okay, now we can talk about how actually my level 60 druid died. I was working on my tier 0.5 set, so that's this one. It's basically your dungeon set, right? So if you guys know, you have in collections, you have the fuck? There you go, collections. For Druid, right? You have tier sets, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.5, 1, 2, 2.5, and 3. So 1 is like Molten Core primarily, 2 is Blackwing Lair, 2.5 is AQ 40, 3 is Naxxramas, right? Pretty much. Now, what you also have is a dungeon set. Now, this is the stuff that drops from like Skullman's and Strathholm and Upper Blackrock Spire and shit like that, right? Now, what you can do with that is basically there's a quest chain where you can upgrade this. Once you get it, you can upgrade it to level to like to they call it tier 0.5, which is like an upgraded version of this. So for Druid, it basically upgrades you from Wild Heart, which is this set right here, to Feral Heart, which is this right here. Now, I've never done this quest chain, right? It is very long, very expensive, and eventually pretty dangerous. And so I kind of wanted to see if I can do it on a hardcore server. And I went through, I would say 80% of that, well, I would say 95% of that quest. I had everything from this set except for my head and the chest. I already had the head and the chest from the zero. So basically the like the original version, I already had that. I just haven't had it upgraded, and I was working on that quest to get it upgraded. And part of that quest sends you to Dustwallow Marsh, to an island with elite Nagas. They're level 62 elite Nagas that have like almost 10k HP, whatever. And again, me as a druid, especially as a feral druid, I'm very cocky, right? Feel like because of all the sustain, I can't afford to like kill elites by myself. And so what I did was like, hey, it was 2 a.m. I said, you know what? I had a whole bunch of buffs, ask and shit, just like everything. I was like, okay, let's go. And I started killing them one by one. It was going smooth, man. As long as I had one enemy to fight at a time, it was fine. And I needed to get blood kelp, is what it was called, was the stuff that dropped from those Nagas. And I needed to get 20 of them. The drop rate was kind of trash, so I got down to Old Beast. I basically needed 20. I had like 14, which means that I killed probably around fucking 60, 70 of those elites already at that point, right? And I got a bad respawn. I didn't notice when I started fighting one of the mobs that there was another one that actually respawned at the end of the hallway that patrols the place. And it was like the worst. You know how you have like mobs that share respawn and they have like different kinds of mobs? This was one that was like one of the most difficult. It was like a shadow caster, like priest that does like mana burn and fucking just shadow word pain and just fucking hard one. And this was combined with the mob that I was fighting, which was a Myrmidon, and those fucking do Mortal Strike, which decreases the healing on you by like fucking 50-60% or whatever. And so the combination of these two, I couldn't kill the Myrmidon fast enough before the priest got to me. And yeah, anyways, so I died. That's how I fucking died. Even though if I just had another warrior or rogue with me or somebody else, honestly, it was just one person with me, I would have been just fine. So that was my lesson learned, is don't get too cocky with it, even with the druid, man. You're not immortal. But that's to your point, you know, being reckless, being a reckless idiot. One of the things that I like about a warrior is I can't afford to do that. Cannot be a reckless idiot because I literally cannot solo anything. I need group for fucking everything because there's no sustain on a warrior. You just, unless you can kill something fast enough so that before it kills you, that's the only way that you can kill something on a warrior. Now on a druid, it's not about how fast you can kill them, it's about can you kill them before you run out of mana. Right, which is a little bit different, you know, different approach. Okay, we have 10 of these. All right, I need the big ones now. Oh, I have only one of these done. Okay. Okay. Missed. Great. So these are level 48. So that's one level above me. So that's not, you know, For a warrior, I would not be here. I would not be fighting these guys. Now for a druid, I feel like I can easily afford to do that. Because again, if I need to heal myself, I can. We have to worry about this. And for whatever reason, these guys actually can bleed, which I don't fucking understand how these goos, these blobs can actually bleed. This is the small, no, this is the big one. Okay, good. Yeah, so we got 3 here. I have to take them one by one though, especially as level 48s. I think if I get 2, I can do it. If I get 3, I would probably have to run away. That's kind of like what you always, hardcore server dude, you always have to have an escape route. If I need to run away, I always need to be like, okay, how do I get out of this situation? And always make sure that there is a plan B or an escape. Because if there isn't, then you're setting yourself up for failure to begin with. And, you know, right now I could keep going, but I'm just going to heal myself. Now, I, you know, one of the funny, I never worried about mana, but that was in retail. Oh yeah. Mana is a resource that is completely useless in my opinion in retail. Like past a certain point, it was not about like can you run out of mana. It was just like you were just spamming. It was more about global cooldown, fucking haste to make sure that you can spam shit as much as you can. Yeah, you basically went down with like a global cooldown down to like 20, sorry, like 0.8 seconds. Crazy. Yeah, here in Classic, especially for Druid, mana management is something that you battle with forever. Honestly, forever. If you get to next Travis and you have fucking tier 2 and everything, you're still battling with oh fuck me, saw me. You're still battling with mana management. You always run out of mana. That's just how it is on a Druid. What are you doing? Pathing in this game is sometimes a little sketch. Oh, see, now I don't see anything. Okay, my bad, my bad. I was like, why don't I? What? I'm missing something. Yep. Add debuffs. Fucking rip. And what's the other one called? Claw. Hold up. Nope. It is Rake. I was like, why don't I see fucking anything on the nameplates for these guys? That's why. Okay, we got another big one over here. Yo, don't turn. Missed. Great. And this is level 47. Okay, now I can see my rake on the platter, so that's good. Hey, and free heal. Here we go. Oh yeah, on retail, it's you can fight whatever you want. But that's what I like about the hardcore is like you can't. You have to pace yourself. And if you want to kind of go a little ham, it's fine as long as you have an escape route, right? If you have a way to get out, then you're fine for the most part. Life fruit. If you don't though, you are screwed. That's one of the reasons why most people, to be extra safe, they run engineering. Which I by the way is something that I run as well on my warrior because I on my warrior without engineering I would have died at least 7 times leveling up, at least 7 times, because you just pull accidentally too many mobs, too many mobs. There you go. And as a warrior you have only so many ways of like surviving that, and so the fuck. Did I kill all of them? No, I need a few more. They're over. And so on my druid, I feel like there's a lot more utility for me to be able to survive shit. So I don't really feel like I need to um run engineering on him. Even though I will say this, if I did have engineering the first time around, my 60 wouldn't have died. I'm not saying it's useless. It's definitely not useless. It's just I don't feel I need it, and that's something that you can always learn again. Oh, druids have an amazing amount of survivability. Now, the one thing that bothers me is the threat issue that I continue having as a healer. So that's something that my first my first druid died at 59 on hardcore because of my healing threat. So I had too much healing threat on Drac in UBRS. And so when he came back into the room from being raided out, um, the tank didn't pick him up as soon as he should have. And the boss basically came straight at me, conflagrated me, and I just died within like 5 seconds. The healer couldn't out heal. The second healer in their raid couldn't out heal the damage from the conflagrate. So that sucked. And that's one thing that that's one thing that does suck is the survivability when when it comes to your threat, and it's actually one of the reasons why. Yeah, I knew I'm gonna have to fight both of these. It's fine. 2 is okay. 3, I would be running away probably. Luckily, I had some crates here, so that's actually gonna help me a lot. And a clear cast, perfect. What I like. Now, if I have 2 mobs, I usually do clear cast regrowth and rejuve just to get me back up. I'm still sitting at 90% mana, and at this point, I can just keep going. Right before these guys die, I'm gonna be back at like 95, almost 100% mana, and can just keep going. Do, do, do. But okay, hold on. What are you saying? In retail, tanks would get pissed off because of full threat from that. They have, yeah, yeah. The threat issues on retail, it's rough, man. Because on retail, you also have so much self healing. Everybody self heals themselves. Like I, honestly, at a certain point, I was like, what's the point of me even healing the tank? Because the tank had there were fights where the tank had more healing done than me. Like a full dedicated healer. That's literally what I've been doing the whole time. And him attacking and having like self healing abilities did more healing to just him than me healing the entire group. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, I just didn't understand. I just don't understand the design choices there. But that's just me. One of the issues that I had on retail was the fact I was running some high keys, the mythic keys, like 20, 21, 22, whatever. Um, and as a druid, it wasn't ideal, but what I basically had to do was a lot of DPS. So healing, crowd control, dispelling, or so like all the debuffs and shit I had to take care of, and then full on DPS, right? I couldn't even just have full on healing gear. I just had to keep it. That's basically it's like you do 4 things at once. Heal, like as a DPS, all you do is fucking DPS and maybe interrupt or whatever, right? But other than that, you just basically DPS. I fucking hated it, man. It was too draining. I was like, I one of the reasons why I went back to classic is because that's all you do. You just heal. That's all. And then dispel or decurse or whatever, like take care of the poisons issue. But it's like other than that, and even that, sometimes you have a mage who will do that, or you have like a DPS paladin, he will fucking dispel, right? I need one more big ooze. Um, but primarily that's all you do is just heal. And I kind of miss that, right? Because you can just chill back. Like there's some dungeons where Okay, let me put it this way. It's not that that's all I do, because I actually kind of enjoy combining like as, even as a healer, right? I usually run for dungeons. I usually run the Omen of Clarity build, and then I just do Omen of Clarity into nature shapeshifter, and then into Resto, all the way into Swiftman, right? So that's what I kind of run usually for dungeons. The reason why is because I usually like to open up in a cat form, um, and then like basically either stun the target or whatever, apply some bleeds, and then the second I get a Omen of Clarity proc, I can start healing the tank. So like full regrowth and then rejuve. And usually, if you have a decent tank, they can survive the first 5 seconds fairly easily. And this is even on hardcore. Like I feel very comfortable doing that because if I see the tank start like getting charmed, I can always just jump out and start healing very easily, real quick. I mean, I have a lot of instant heal abilities, like rejuve into Swiftman right away, like can take care of like 2k damage very quickly, right? I can if I need to. It's just not super mana efficient. Um, but yeah, anyway, so hold up. But I like the ability or the option to nah, dude, Feral Druid is not a rogue with 4 hands. The reason why he's not is because um number one, we don't have Vanish. We don't have Evasion. Number one. Number two. Number three, we don't have poisons. We don't have a blind. I mean, you do have obviously a lot of utility there too. But all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Am I gonna pull the other one too? Nope, just this one. All right, let's heal myself just to be safe. Yeah, it's like Druid is like this like jack of all trades. It's like it does everything well, but nothing like excellent. You know what I mean? Because like as a healer, you always have to worry about the fucking mana, right? It's always such a challenge. No, yeah, but I'm talking poisons like crippling poison, right? Or what's the other poison that decreases the healing done on the target? Like they have the ability to not just um like damage, but also like utility, right? Slow the mobs and shit. Like I can't. There's no way for me, like in the cat form. There's no way for me to interrupt. Fucking hate that shit. That's one of the things that I fucking hate um about feral. It's like I cannot interrupt anybody. The only way to interrupt is you have to jump into bear form, and either once a minute you have bash, right? Okay, once a minute you can fucking, I guess. No, and by the way, you can only use bash on the mobs that can be stunned. It's not really an interrupt. It's, I mean, it is an interrupt in terms of like stunning the enemy. But if you have like a boss or whatever that is immune to stun, but you can interrupt them, that won't work. So then the only other thing that you actually have is feral charge, which means that what you have to do is to jump into bear, run away from the mob, and then charge in before he finishes the cast, which is doable. And whenever I do that in like dungeons or whatever, people are like, shit, that was so cool how you fucking interrupted that guy. Because it's kind of like, it shows skill. It shows that you're like, you know what to do, right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into actually interrupting a mob rather than just fucking pummel, or as a rogue just sitting there and kick every fucking 8 seconds, whatever the cooldown is. What is SOO? Shadow of, fuck, I don't know what SOO is. Oh, can we check out some ghost mushrooms? See. There's some ghost mushrooms here. I don't know what SOO means. I don't remember that acronym. Probably one of the raids. I just don't know which one. See if there are any ghost mushrooms here. Ugh, a lot of oozes though. There is. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it though. These are all level 47. If I was level 50, I would probably go in a Siege of Orgrimmar. Oh, that's fucking. That's from Battle of Azeroth, right? I think that's Battle of Azeroth. I did actually, when I went back to retail for a little bit, what I did is I ran some of these older dungeons or older raids for Transmog, and I think Siege of Orgrimmar was one of them. So I am familiar with it a little bit. Oh, there you go. See, that's why I have my fucking nature's grasp on your ass all the time. Because now my cooldown is only 20 seconds on it. The fuck? Oh, there it is. And there is Goldthorn. This guy's coming back. Let's see if he is after me. Too far? Yeah, too far. Great. Let's get Goldthorn over here. What is it? What the dude? There's another one over here. Okay, let's sleep this guy. Let's put another nature's grasp on me in case somebody comes in. I literally just want the Goldthorn and then I'm out. I don't want to be fighting this guy, not yet anyways. Oh, is Siege of Orgrimmar my mob? Ah, there we go. Because these motherfuckers are all hidden. They're all in stealth, man. There's another one over here. Get. If I see another one, I'm gonna charge him so I can get out quicker. Nope. Don't see another one. I just need to get to this opening right here. Mists of Pandaria is actually where I think I quit retail. I played heavily End of Classic, but mainly really TBC Wrath of the Lich King. Then Cataclysm a little bit less. Then when Mob got released, I just couldn't get into it, honestly. I don't know. I just fucking couldn't get into the whole panda thing. Could not. It just felt so out of place. Oh. Oh, Gamarita. I need to take a picture. What? Bitches after me. Elite. The good thing is I can actually sleep her. What I like about a druid, so much utility. And we got the quest done. Okay, great. So I needed here, honestly, from her. Need to snap a picture. There is a quest that I have in here that I can't do yet. I'm not gonna worry about there's a whole bunch of elites here. I'm not gonna be worrying about that one yet. I'll need it for the mallet for Zul'Farrak, but we're doing good. We're about 80% of my level. Oh fuck. Oh. Leave me alone. Get back on the road. Who's that? A warrior. I never. Isn't. Wait, don't Pandarans actually have a druid as a class option? I know that they have monks, right? Obviously, but I thought they had a Druid as an option too. Oh, I played oh dude, just leave it alone. Oh, these guys. I always played Druid as well, even on the on retail. I think I have two videos actually. Hold up. Uh I'm two videos somewhere. Oh, they can be Druid? Okay. I thought they can. How there you go. See, like how many times did I just use the entangling roots or the what's it called? The nature's grasp to actually just run away from mobs that I didn't want to fight. I can love that utility. Doesn't cost any mana. Can use it once a minute. Great. Especially for like 5 talent points that I needed to use anyways. Yeah, why not? On grass. Is it? Literally can't see it. Fucking blind. Especially doing this at night is like painful, bro. Oh, there it is. Just like when night, it's all dark anyways. Okay, let's return these quests. Well, technically two. One, two, three quests. I don't know if there's any follow-up here. There might be. Yeah, Shadow Melt works great. Fortunately, you can only use it outside of combat. Can't use it in combat. At least not in Classic anymore. I actually don't remember if you can use Shadow Melt in in combat in retail. Do not know. We have a lot of stuff in our bag too, so I'm gonna sell all this shit. Let's rebuff our stuff. Yeah, one of the things I should probably get is a mount. I mean, I'm level 47, almost 48. I still don't have a mount, but honestly, it's like I just don't feel like I need it. Honestly, on that druid that I had that died at level 60, I didn't have mount until I had enough to buy an epic mount. So yeah, I was just basic and didn't care. I was just running everywhere with the travel form. Good enough. I mean, it's what 40% versus mount is 60. I mean, obviously it is faster, but and it's not like I don't have the gold. I have like 800 gold across like my all my characters, but I just don't. I just like the utility of a travel form. Honestly, you just run around, quickly switch if you want, and you can use it in combat, which is something that with a mount you can't. Mount, you're in combat, you fucked. Travel form, combat or no, I don't care. I could have buffed this guy, right? Unless that's a. Oh yeah, buff his pet as well. Get his pet thorns because he's the one who's getting attacked. Let's be nice. One of the things that I also like about hardcore, something I talked a little bit a while back about some of the things that I really enjoy about hardcore that's like different. Hunters. One of the things that I really like is people actually help each other like quite a bit. Like if you see somebody running around, you act like they will help you. I know honestly, I've gotten help from horde players as well. It's like I helped horde players too, so it's like I feel like there's a lot more camaraderie. That's another thing that I really like. Ooh, don't think is this where I'm returning the quest? Nope, it is sure not. I have to get inside. I do need to sell stuff though. I don't know. There's a seller.
What's on your mind? Well, look at you helping
All
out
right.
the wild hammers. You're an adventurer of
There you
action,
go.
and action is what we
Both of
respect
these
around
quests.
here.
Nice.
Your
I'm
mission
at
is a lot more important than you might
85%.
think it is. With folks thinning out the oozes and sludges, we'll be able to extend our sphere of influence.
I have this add-on that basically reads in AI voice the quest and kind of what they say, right? So like for example, here, what I can do is like make it a little bit louder, I guess.
I am entrusting you with a copy of the report Rachel made on the infestation.
Sorry. Do that again.
Have the first look at my new invention, adventurer. All you need to do is target whatever it is you'd like to take a picture of and push the button. What was that creature from the hinterland that you mentioned? Gamarita? Well, good luck finding her. I'm sure Darren will be quite pleased with the snapshot you returned to her. In any case, here's the super snapper. Have fun.
Yeah, you get the point. So basically, it's like every quest has like a voiceover, AI voiceover, usually done by probably AI, but it's always like in a voice that's like it's a gnome voice, or it's a voice of like a druid, night elf, or dwarf or whatever. So it's really fun to kind of like add additional layer of immersion, I guess, because nobody's fucking reading these things. But I started retail playing a hunter and I'm pissed off. The horse so bad. Put a price on my head because I dumped their copy. Dude, that's actually one of the things that I never did on a retail and or in classic really is PvP. I can't do it, man. Because I did it back in classic, like when I actually played. Well, back in like vanilla, not classic, but like back in like 15 years ago, whatever. Dude, I get so much rage from it. It's just not worth it. Literally like computer, like not computer, but the monitors flying out the windows and shit. Like I could not handle PvP. So bad. So yeah, I was like, hey, I don't have money to be replacing keyboards and shit, so I'm just not gonna do it. Fine. It's part of the game. I can be without. I even tried arenas, but it wasn't for me. PvE, PvE and healing specifically is right. I would say excel, but where I shine. Okay, so we have another quest follow up here. This one is a little bit tricky. Because it's just telling me to go to the top of the altar of Zul here and just discover it. I don't have to fight anything. I just have to discover it, which as a warrior, I won't be able to do that because there is a level 50 or 51 elite, I think 2 or 3 actually up there. But as a druid, I can sneak in there and I think I should be fine. There's actually a good reset spot on that little again, you always have to have an exit strategy in this game, right? So I don't have Flask of Petrification yet, which something that I'm gonna get the second I hit level 50. But before that, well, even with that, but before that especially, you always have to have a way to like get out if something goes bad. So at the altar of Zul, it's basically a kind of like a Mayan pyramid, and there are those steps on the side where if you step on it, there's no way for the mobs to actually get there or attack you, and so they kind of stay like stuck, and then they basically reset. So that's one of the reasons I feel fairly confident doing this, even though I don't have to. I fucking hate picking up these sunglasses because they're well, they're not useless, they're just super cheap. This guy's gonna come at me. Oh, yep. Yeah, there you go. That's why I have my nature's grasp, so I don't have to worry about you right now. Always keep it up, man. 30 seconds for next one, especially when I'm running amongst like a lot of mobs. Always keep it up. Ooh, what do we have? Fatally. Okay. Here in the bush somewhere. Oh yeah. There it is. Can't see it. Yeah. Totally hidden here. I forgot to sell stuff. That is fine. Hinterlands are very peaceful, I will say. But it's a really nice zone. A lot of mobs just kind of thrown into the woods here, just roaming, doing stuff. But go, Golden Samson. What is it over here? And it's orange. It's definitely gonna give me skill up. Guy's gonna come after me. Oh, nice. So that one is frozen. See, that's why. That's why. Oh shit. And sometimes the sometimes the roots don't last as long as they're supposed to, and that's okay. I don't know how that works, by the way. It's like I understand resist. If I use a skill and they resist it, it doesn't apply the roots or whatever. That's fine. I understand that. It comes down to like spell hit and shit. But once you actually use it, it's like why? It's okay. This is gonna be a little sketch. So we're gonna do a little. I won't say I wouldn't call this reckless. This is not the like reckless level. But see these steps right here? That's my safety spot, right? But these guys are like, if I pull more than 2 here, it's not gonna be pretty. So, but what I prefer to have is an escape route, right? So even though I don't have to, I could go all the way up and basically just stealth up past these guys. If some shit happens up top and I have to run back, there we go. I got fucking 2 casters on my. They hurt pretty bad and they heal themselves. Okay. Yep. Gotta heal myself too. This might be a little too sketch, man. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Not out of mana completely. I'm waiting for a proc from my Moment of Clarity here. If I get it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I still have Innovate, so if I need to use it, I can, but I don't need to. There's only these 2 mobs, so I'm fine. Yeah, that's the problem. See, this is exactly what you could see, like, as a problem as a druid. No fucking interrupts. They just healing themselves, and like, I could interrupt them, but then what that means is I have to jump into bear, spend fucking 400 mana, jump into bear, intercept, or like feral charge, and then jump into cat to do more damage. So I spend like 800, 900 mana just okay. And that's why. So now this is telling me that there's elite around. So that's one of the add-ons that I have. It's very helpful. Basically telling me, see, it's like just heal. Nothing I can do about it. No kick, no interrupt. I can eat it. You better not start running away this way. Okay, good. Start running away down. That's good. No, so actually, this mob right here, this keeper, Mortagya, is actually what I'll need to kill. Or actually, I think is this one. Waiga. I'll need to kill these 2, or at least one of them, for Ooh. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. Ugh. A level 50. I don't think they'll see me in stealth if I go around. Because these are not elites. Should be fine if I go through the back. There you go. There you go. Altar of Zul complete. Yeah, I wouldn't call it super sketch, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this with like with a warrior or anything. We have here Sungrass. Fuck that. So yeah, and yeah, as I said, worst case scenario, I could have always jumped down here, and this is like a reset spot. There's no way for them to get to me, so I would be able to just chill here. Or worst case scenario, just put on my my nature's grasp and just travel for him out of here. So, well, that's the reason why I cleared some of the mobs down there. Is just to make sure that I have enough room to get out of here. Ugh, a lot of mobs. Fuck me. I don't know. Let's just go through this guy. He's an axe thrower, which means that he's not really gonna attack me except for like a few axe throws. Easy. Oh yeah, that's right. PvP gear. I keep forgetting that that's the stuff that had like resilience and shit, right? Yeah, like you had to have like special gear with like special stats that like decreased the amount of crit you take, or like decreased how much can somebody crit you, and if they did, like how, like what the percentage of crit against you, and if they did crit you, it decreased the damage of that crit. I think that isn't that what it used to do, the resilience. I used to like, oh yeah, honestly travel form is so good even at the top level, because there are some dungeons that are actually like outside, like for example, um what's it called, like AQ20, AQ40. These are like, oh well, not AQ40, the beginning of AQ40, but AQ20 is an outside dungeon or outside raid. So it's like you can take, ooh, people are dying. Ooh, older man, fuck. Level 43, 2 out of 5 died right now. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, it's a good guild. Oh, another one. Shit. That's 3 out of 5. Guild self found. People dying. 3 out of 5. A level fucking 43, 42. Oh, 43, 46, and 43. Eek. Dude, I never do older man. Like, that's one of the things that I never do. Well, actually, oh, no, I said it correctly. One of the things I never do. There are a few things that I just don't do leveling up, and I'm too fucking scared of doing them. Like Nomregan, like the dungeon with gnomes. I don't do it. Older man, I fucking don't do it. It's I'm just not. I feel like the risk to reward ratio is just not there. Like I don't really get any loot. Yes, there's a lot of quests, especially in older man, that I could use that would kind of like speed up my leveling journey, but the risk of having people in their tank or DPS or healers or whatever, they don't know what to do, and you actually dying is very high in those dungeons. Over again at that level, older man. So I just don't do them, and that's okay. I mean, you don't have to do every single piece of content going up. So it's just the risk the risk reward ratio is it's not in its favor. Yeah, resilience. I remember that. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was an interesting concept. I didn't really love it, but it is. Okay, let's sell some more shit. We have a lot of stuff here. I'll send some stuff to my bank alt after I clean up my bags, and then we're gonna be at not like 95%. Shit, I should have just killed a few more mobs. Where the fuck am I? Oh, here.
Great. I can
No, that's trainer. This is supplies. Great, we can sell stuff. I have an automatic seller, so it automatically sells stuff from my bags. Anything else that I can sell here? I don't think so. Everything else is either useful or I can send to my bag. What do I get out? People are looking for Zulfarik. Oh, bank. That's my bank out. Put these boxes in there. This stuff in there. All of this. Send it all back. Now, y'all. Actually, my mage who does my alchemy, and so I'm sending all of my alchemy crafting material over there. I think that is all. Oh, that's a little bit cleaner. Send this to bank as well. These two things, and then I think we're done. There you go. Okay, not bad. Let's return this quest, and then I wonder what I'll do, because that's pretty much it for now. There's an escort quest in here, but I don't feel comfortable doing that at this level. I'll probably do it around level 50. 8 really. You should try it. There are a lot of people who are reckless idiots here, and they're still kicking. As long as you're prepared, as long as you're like, okay, I know I'll be a reckless idiot, so what I'll do is like I'll have my flask on, even though it's expensive, right? I have all my consumes and everything, so I can go ham. A lot of people who actually like playing that as well. Ugh. So we are at 93%. That is Grimshade. I think this is a quest that's bringing me all the way. Fuck. Oh, you know what? So let's do that. I think this is pretty good. So there's not much else that I can do here. There's a quest that's taking me down here. And this quest actually will trigger a chain for a Necrum's necklace that's from Zulfarik that I'll need to get tomorrow. So I'll at least get that part of the chain continued. And once we're done with that, we can just fly into Stranglethorn real quick and then finish this quest right here. That's an elite quest, but it's level 44, which means that I should be just fine for soloing that shit. And that if this quest will not get me to level 50, it's level 48, then this quest definitely will. So now what I could do is I could fucking fly down there, but that's why I like this add-on. Look, it'll tell me that it's fucking gonna be 10 minutes to fly there. That's not gonna happen. So we're just gonna take Hearthstone to Stormwind, and then from Stormwind we're gonna fly. That flight is only like 2 minutes. It's not that. Hey, focus on me. Focus on me, camera. Fuck. Better. Stop being rude. Yeah, and then you see people here that have like decent gears, right? Like this guy right here. Nice. Tier 1. I think shoulders are from DG. Yeah, this is like good gear. Good gear. This guy right here. Nate. Level 44. It's less than me, but he already has a warden staff. Just so I'll show you guys, okay? I'll show you. Warden staff. Just to kind of show you how much gold people fucking spent here on this stuff. Warden. 200 gold. And that's actually fairly cheap. Usually it's more like 200, 250. 200 gold at level 44 for Feral Druid. I mean, I know it's a good staff. I won't say it's best in slot. Really good, but anyways, let's run. Let's run. I think I already have a flight path to Netherguard Keep. Which is, by the way, for those OG players who know, Netherguard Keep is in Blasted Lands, where is
Need help?
the portal to
Where
Outland.
is it you would like to go last?
Be able
For
to
just
see
a
that.
few coin, my griffins can get ye there
Let's
faster than the
fly.
swiftest horse.
These 4 people right here, by the way, that is, I don't, I think I don't remember. What's his name? He's the keeper, like Atiesh, Khadgar, I think, is one of the statues in there. Khadgar. I think the other one is Tyralian. Tyralian actually is huge in one of the later expansions in retail right now. Tyralian. And actually his wife is another one of those in there. What's her name? Guess her name. Tyralian and Alaria Windrunner, which is, by the way, Sylvanas' sister. So Alaria, Tyralian, and the dwarf. The fuck is the dwarf statue in Stormwind? Name of statues in Stormwind. Tyralian, Alaria, Khadgar. I knew those 3. Along with Kurdran Wildhammer. Okay. So that's the next one. Interesting. But at least I knew 3. Alaria, Tyralian, and Khadgar. Oh, okay. We're flying over Deadwind Pass. For those of you also who remember TBC, that this is where Karazhan is over there in the back. Karazhan Tower. I don't think it's open on Classic at all. I've never been there because, especially on Hardcore, I don't want to just venture somewhere where I'll get killed for no reason. Yeah, I need to come back here. Swamp of Sorrows is like a gold mine for blindweed. Blindweed is it's not super expensive, but it is used for crafting Gift of Arthas alchemy. Now, Gift of Arthas sells for about 80 silver right now per one, and the blindweed right now costs about 20-25 silver. And the other thing that you need for that is Arthas Tears right now that sells for like 5 silver. So there's a huge margin on selling those Gift of Arthas and like making money on it. Especially if you make few rounds in Swamp of Sorrows and get like 2 or 3 stacks of blindweed. Oof, you'll set, man. That's almost like 60 gold right there. All right, we're running all the way up. There is he. There he is. That is Grimshade.
Yes.
Ah, yes, this feather belongs to a fine griffin.
One destined for great thing, if he can survive into adulthood undamaged.
Bring
Wish to
Necrum's
find him?
medallion.
Then
There you
listen
go. That's the
close,
quest.
brave
5.2k
I'll
XP.
find out where your griffin is.
Oof.
But first
Sometimes
you have to do
happens in
something.
these towers
There's a
that the
troll
camera
named
just
Zul'Farrak,
completely flips through.
Necron Gutchewer, who possesses a medallion I would very much like to study.
All right, so this didn't give me that many XP. Honestly, gave me like barely 2%. So
Zul'Farrak is across the ocean to the west, in
Blap.
the desert of Tanaris.
let's get out. Now let's fly quickly to... So this is where I'm gonna get a level 50. Oh yeah, skinning and leatherworking I think is a good idea. Now the reason why I went with herbalism on my druid is because I need a lot of herbs for consumables for warrior, for my warrior, and for my and for the druid. I'll need that as well. And druid is very good at picking shit up, so it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of used to it, honestly. Normally, I run alchemy and herbalism on the my druid, especially since I think it's very useful to have like leatherworking and skinning, leatherworking on a druid for like feral, but for resto, there's not a lot of like super good gear that you can craft yourself. Now, I'm not saying there isn't any. There are pieces, but it's just not worth it. Looking for tank for Zulfarak will tip 5 gold. This is level 45, man. If I could, I would go, honestly. And it's not that I need the gold. Unfortunately, I am locked. So that's something that you guys don't know either. Or if maybe you do, but on hardcore, you have a one instance, like one instance type lockout per day. So basically, I can do Zulfarak once a day. It resets every morning at like 10:30 a.m. or whatever. I can't just spam Zulfarak at like 10 times, 15 times a day. It's number 1 rule. You can't do that. Number 2 rule, you cannot group with level 60s. So, like, if I had a friend level 60 who wanted to run me through Zulfarak, can't. Like, you can be in a group with them, but it won't let us into the same instance in the dungeon. Now, obviously, the reason for that is for it to just make sure that you don't, you know, that you actually have that like hardcore challenge when you go in there. Now, level 59, you can bring. So level 59, you can go with, right? But level 60, you can't. So, I mean, one of those things where a lot of people just level their like alts to level 59 and then just leave them at level 59 to help their guildies with some dungeons and shit. So, I mean, you can't do that. But yeah, you can still only do one a day, right? You can't just spam that shit every day, like back to back. Now, I can do different dungeons. So, like right now, if I wanted to run, dude, I need to reload. Hold up. Load my stuff because I can't see the dungeon finder. Yeah, I will say for the most part, your DPS gear is your tank gear to an extent. I would say on here because here, especially in classic, the big issue with melee DPS is the glancing blows and the hit that you have to overcome. I think as a druid, there's really not much you can do about it, and that's why you always have you will always suffer as a melee DPS as a druid, the decreased damage because of the glancing blows that are just part of the equation there. 40% as a melee DPS, 40% of your blows to a target that's 3 levels higher than you or more, which is bosses. Basically, bosses considered level 63. 64 technically, I think 63, 64. If you are, yeah, 40% of your attacks will be glancing blows. Glancing blow means that you basically do only, I think, 60% damage. So you get a 40% damage reduction on. So basically every, somebody 60 died in Stratholme. Ooh, a Lunacy. Phoenix RP. Damn, that's a good guild too. Hold up. Armory. Then an alt. Dude, that's actually a really good geared druid. Killed him. Look at that. Everybody's like, no. Crimson Sorcerer in Stratholme. The fuck? You guys can't see it because I have it on another screen, but he had decent gear. He had Cenarian. He had Stormage pants, which is tier 2. tier 2, so that's at least she killed Ragnaros, so it's at least like cleared MC. She has Stormrage cover, which is the head, so it definitely killed Onyxia. And then Cenarian stuff, so probably that's at the very least. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. So we're back in Duskwood, and for whatever fucking reason, my game is messed up again. Don't know why. Hold up, let me see how it looks like on the stream if I go back. Looks good for now. I'm gonna keep an eye on it because this is exactly where it was messing with me last time. And I gotta keep an eye on Stitches, by the way, as well. Okay, I think it looks good. I don't know why it did get kind of a little chompy there. Trying to invite me. Thanks. All right. It looks like Stitches is on the run here somewhere. And it's sad to it's sad to see any 50 any level 60 die. Oh, there's Stitches. Let's kill it. I think I can do it. 12k HP versus my 2k HP. I think he hits for like 350k. 250 or so. Let's see. Worst case scenario, I'll just run away. Yeah. It's fucking like a truck. I don't know. I might not be... might not be strong enough for this guy right now yet. Let's heal up. Worst case scenario, I can always jump into bear form and tank it into bear form because he's pretty fucking beefy. He hits like a truck, like 200. There you go. Ah, free heal. Let's do it. Okay, let's get into bear form. So he hits me now instead of 100. Ooh, another free heal here, but I'm at full HP and I still have regrowth running, so... Somebody gonna help me here? Somebody gonna help me? This guy. Come on, come help me, bro. Come help me. Come help me, bro. No, not gonna help me. Dude, more people dying. Come on. He's just fucking watching me. Like, come on, let's go. There you go. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Come on. Can do it, man. Okay, I can heal myself again. Good. Jump into here. Do a little bit more damage. Oh, who's healing me? Who just healed me? Like another little heal that we got. There you go. We got it. We got it. Stitches is down. Yeah, as a warrior, I would never. Fucking stay away from that guy. Stitches fucking slaps, man. That's the thing about Druid. Like, you have survivabilities on a whole other level, which again makes me a bit more cocky. But in this particular case, I always knew that there's plenty of room to just run away. So yeah, and I still had my innervate ready if I needed. I did need it. bark skin, still had bark skin just to help its survivability. Honestly, I still even had frenzied regeneration. Didn't even need to use that shit. There's Myzoth still quest here that I'll do a little bit later. Myzoth is pretty hard, and I don't want to be risking it unless there's a group that's running it. Well, I mean, I need a group for that. You need 5-man group shit for sure, but all right, back to Stranglethorn Vale. I was here earlier today, by the way, on my work doing Zul'Gurub. And we got absolutely fucking nothing from there. Actually, that's not true. I got gloves, DPS gloves that are, I won't say trash, but I mean, they're all right. There's a life fruit. Let's grab it. It's on the way. So we need to get over here. Right there. And we're going to have to kill a few elites. La 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 la. Yeah. See? Now these are now gray for me, so I don't have to worry about any of these guys. There's Zul'Gurub right here. I don't want to get anywhere close to that place. Now, the problem that with the quest that I'm about to do, Maori's Key, is the fact that the drop rate is kind of trash. Which means that for some people, it takes a lot of kills for you to actually get it. It's a level 41, so it'll be easy, but they're still elites, so they're still, you know, still have quite a lot of HP. Not gonna do a whole lot. I will do food. This guy, and let's go. I think this is good enough. Fine. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of crits, so that's good. He hits for like what, 112. Thunderclap. Okay, that's kind of rude. Do they have interrupt? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so this will be fairly easy. The Thunderclap is gonna be a little frustrating because it decreases my attacks speed, or the amount of attacks I do by like 43%. But I'll take it. I'll probably resist quite a few of them too, so it's not that bad. Level 42, so one level higher, still fine. Honestly, even if they were actually my level, I would be fine with it. 2 crits, that's great. Half HP. Yeah, let's heal up. I was trying to wait for a proc from my Moment of Clarity, but that didn't happen. Actually, that Thunderclap kind of slaps a little bit, and it hurts. Damn. Okay, let's heal up again. I'm not getting lucky with procs here from this. No, now I get it. Fuck me. Oh, and I got the key, dude, on the second mob. Well, okay. That's great. I was kind of hoping that I'll have to kill a few more of these, honestly, before I have to return the quest, because how much XP? Shit. Tracking. 4,600. How much do I need for a level? 7,000. Ooh. So I need a little bit more. So what do we do? What do we do? Angleton Fever? No. Let's say Buccaneers. I am not doing that quest alone. See if we find somebody who wants to do that quest. Might as well. Even at 45, like that's still sketch as hell going alone on that boat. Well, it's not just that boat. It's both boats in there. Oh, I forgot that I'm not in trial form. Well, dang, I expected that I'll need to at least kill like 10 15 of those elites, get like some extra XP, and then, but you know what, do this. These are easy kills. Level 40 feel too easy, to be honest. Okay, but I honestly I just need like 3,000 XP, so we kill a few of those. Let's see how much XP do we get from one of these, and let's see if that's gonna help us. If we kill like 10 of these guys, if each of them like 200 XP, that's 2,000. 140. Ugh. Yeah, it's not ideal. Okay, I need higher levels than this then. Maybe the zombies down there, but those actually fucking hurt, kind of. Be fighting those three. Or we can do the raptors around. Two raptors here that we could do. It's also King Bangladesh that we can kill again. I already killed him before. I wonder how much XP do I put him. Gotta be careful because there are also smaller panthers here, and they can fuck me up. Well. Oh. Kill this guy. Let's see how much XP he's. He summons more mobs. He's elite, by the way, so. I won't say this is necessarily sketch. Oh, really? Okay, now this became sketch. Okay, you fucking go to sleep, motherfucker. Ah, great. Hey, you know what? Let's get the fuck out. Oh, actually, this is doable. Yeah, I'm gonna innovate. Yeah, actually, this is great. Yeah, I can do this. Hold up. So let's... One more. You go sleep again. Okay, let's kill this guy. Yeah, salvageable. Not perfect kill, but salvageable. Yeah, definitely salvageable. Yeah, this is good. He's gonna die real quick now. Nice. 400 XP, okay. Not so bad. Honestly, a little too much work for fucking 400 XP. But let's skin him at least. A little fun. And we have a gold thorn behind me, so let's do that one. at least to kind of show you a little utility on the druid. Actually, that was a pretty good fight for that. Some of the roots and innovate, you know, sub cooldowns, and then sleep, which is extremely useful. Crowd control for like beasts and just animals. But yeah, but also, you know, it was one of those situations where you're like, okay, it got a little too sketch. Now it's time to run. And I could have, right? But then suddenly the tables turned a little bit, and I was like, okay, no, wait, this is good. I still have cooldowns. I can still do stuff. We got Horde here. Oh, I completely forgot that I actually still need more XP. Yeah. A little bit like a reckless idiot, but just a little bit. It was still like I had it that's what I'm talking about, right? As long as you have escape route or clear way of getting out if shit goes south, you're fine. But that's something you have to think about before you engage. It's like, okay, if every encounter, right? If I need to run, where do I run? How do I run? How do I get out? And also what helps obviously is knowing what abilities these mobs actually have. So it's like, if you know that they like stun or fucking fear or sleep or whatever, right? Yeah, you have to count that in. And I've leveled up my characters enough times. These are level 44. I think this will work. Not sure if I'll be able to kill all these because kind of bunched up, but okay. This one actually gouges. Not cute. And actually kind of slaps. And it probably also kicks and a poison. Okay. A little too much work. And runs away. Great. For 220 XP, I don't really know if that's worth it. There's a but there's a white steep bloom here. Oof. Really want that one. I actually should be able to just get it before, like, without aggroing anybody here. Yep. Now I can just run away. You plaque. 274. Casters in classic hardcore, or just classic in general, fucking hurt, man. Oh, let's go this way. I need to make my way to Booty Bay anyways. But what I want to do is kind of on my way back to kill a few of these Bloodsail Buccaneers and shit. They should be over somewhere. Or actually, some of these Nagas here too. Should be around like 44 level as well. Down here. Strangle Kelp. Or... Pew!
I'm out of range.
And by the way, there's nothing better than having an aquatic form. It's so fun. Something up here. Life fruit. Nah, I don't want life fruit. So yeah, we need 2k XP-ish or so. Just to kind of get to... Yeah, these are level 44. And these die really quick. Barely safe. Don't really have to think twice about this. They don't really have any abilities. I think they have like bleed or something, or slow or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, bleed. Ooh, the free heal. Let's go. Hit like a truck. Yeah, see, that's one of the things that I like about Druid is like you can very easily get from that situation to like jump into a bear form and suddenly they're barely doing any damage to you. It's like you go from being a cat form when they're like, ooh, just slamming you hard to the point where you're like, okay, they're barely doing any damage to me. Okay, how much XP is that? 200. Yeah, so we just need 10 of those and then we're good. Luckily they do, again, they die quick. And as always, right, so I basically open up with a Ravage, open up with Ravage, and then do Rake, and then if he is at half HP by that point, then I just do Rip straight away. Plaque. Yeah, I feel the same way. There's so much utility on the Druid. See, so now I build up 4, but he's like, it doesn't matter how many combo points do I have, even if it's just 2. If he's at half HP, I just use a Rip, because I know that it's barely gonna run out of time on the duration. So like right now, I'm probably gonna do one more claw. Now I'll do Rip. Now I'm gonna heal myself, but he keeps getting, you know, hit. So you got 7 more seconds. I want to make sure that I use most of the. See, like this Rip was perfect because it went from half of his HP all the way down to like 0 as he died. So I used like. Well, there we go. There you go. Let's do Rip now. We're ready. Because I didn't have enough energy, so might as well. 2, 1, 0. There you go. Yeah, that's kind of what I found out is like, by you get to like 50% HP, just use Rip at whatever amount of combo points you have. If you have 2, if you have 4, whatever, use them. Like right now, half HP, use Rip. I had 3 combo points. That's good enough. There's no need to be building up more than that. I don't need to heal myself. There's no risk. And there's always a chance for a Omen of Clarity proc, yeah. Hey. And yeah, and I'm finishing the mob with full mana, full HP. That's kind of always the target. Okay, how much do we have? 4.2. So I think probably need to kill 2 more just to have a little bit of extra padding in there for the XP from the quest, and then it'll be done. There you go. There you go. You're gonna stay here. Bam. You're gonna die from the dots. I don't need to worry about you. He didn't. Look at him. Oh, he did. Good. I was like, there's no way that he survived. Ooh, what did we get? Some cloak. All right, that's good enough. What do we have down here? I don't need any of these. Okay, let's go booty bay time. Return the quest. We got 3.8k XP left, and the quest is gonna give me about 4.2, so that's good enough. Charge. One way of getting down here, right? I love it when it crits. Like pew, pew, all the small numbers. Nice. Gonna put on my nature's grasp just in case. These are all casters, which is fine. I can just run through those. They're not gonna do anything to me. Oh, he did smack me. Look at that. Still got rooted. Probably gonna get one fireball. Resist. There you go. Nice. And these are gonna help me in case they come closer. All right. Like in Booty Bay, nice, safe and sound. Right? So this is one of those things where in hardcore there is just this feeling when you go from a place. I was just in Duskwood, basically killed Stitches, then went to fight the elites.
Hello.
You basically get to the point where you're like, okay, now I'm in a place where I'm safe. Relatively, but yeah, you get the point. Wee. Maori's Foot. Where do I return the quest? Over here somewhere.
Can I help you? You found it.
Bam. Ding, level 48.
Here you go. You earned this.
Put a talent in. I think this is the third one into predatory strikes. One more level and I'll finally have the fairy fire feral one. By the way, there's something that I need to add. Sleep. Hold up. To my platter. To the buff tracking here. Need to add debuff. Sleep. Oh, I think that's actually hibernate, right? I don't know which one is sleep or hibernate. Fuck you. Well, so you're talking about energy and Druid, right? And the issue that you always kept running out of energy. The way to play the best Feral Druid, especially if you want to do DPS, is basically using your shapeshift Furor, or whatever it's called, Furor, right here, where basically it gives you a 100% chance to gain 40 energy when you shapeshift into the cat, which means the best feral DPS druids know how to utilize basically jumping back and forth back into your cat form to gain extra 40 energy when you run out of energy, right? Especially for like combo points and shit like that. So again, I don't know how to do it because I've never actually played feral in raids and kind of try to min-max that aspect of a druid because I'm resto. But I know that that's what they do. Okay, hibernate, and I also needed to add entangling roots because nature's grasp doesn't actually give anything else, but like it just procs the entangling roots if they like hit me. Okay, so anyways, I got predatory strikes. That's great. We got 17 gold. Can sell some of this shit, but why would it be dangerous in raids? Like shifting from a cat into like like this, like switching out and back in, because when you switch out and back in you get 40 energy, right? So let's say that I waste all my energy in, like I'm at 0, switch out, back in, and then you're at 40 energy already. Ooh, book fell down. Sorry. I don't know. I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, so um I'm talking more on classic, right? Well, but you receive the same damage in a cat form as you do in like in a druid form, so there's no difference. I think the only talent that actually helps with that a little bit is the feline swiftness, which gives you, I guess, 4% extra dodge chance when you're in a cat form. But you would have to have that talent, which I don't know if some people don't have anyways. But and you know, most AoE abilities you can't really dodge anyways, especially when it's like thunderclap or fucking I don't know. Um, so I don't think there's any bigger risk of like doing this switching. But again, I'm talking classic, right? Oh yeah, retail. Yeah, it's possible that in retail that's dangerous. I wouldn't know. Okay. So I said I need to sell some shit. Okay, so let's do that real quick. This guy. This one, I think I'm actually gonna disenchant. Um, this I can sell. Tiger meat I can keep. I can sell. The rest I can. The rest probably will go to auction house. But let's do that real quick. Then we're gonna hearts. No, I can't heartstone. Okay. Interesting. Because we have a few new skills waiting for us. New Tiger's Fury, new Regrowth, which is huge. New Claw, also big. New Pharaoh Bite, yeah. New Entangling Roots, just last a little bit longer, cost a little bit more mana, do damage. But new Regrowth is huge for me because again, it helps with the survivability, right? Well, okay. Druid tanking in classic is quite common, I would say. You want to have ideally you want to have at least one feral tank, especially for the 3% crit melee crit for your warriors and shit. um but I cannot imagine a situation where you would be power shifting as a feral druid tank in classic. I That doesn't happen. I can't. As a DPS, yes, you get 40 energy to maximize your DPS. As a tank, I don't see a reason to do that. If anything, as a druid tank, you're doing the same thing as a warrior tank, which is you're pulling your rage, so that you can always start with like having as much rage as you can. So when you engage a new group, you can just fucking go berserk on abilities and build quickly your threat to make sure that nobody else dies or nobody else gets a threat. And then once you have enough threat, you just sit there and just maintain your threat lead, and keep pulling your threat for the next group, right? Or keep pulling your rage for the next group. Um, because when you jump out and back in to a bear form, you get 10 rage, which is it's kind of, I'm not saying it's useless, but it's not really sufficient for like tanking. Oh, 40 rage or 40 energy and a cat is enough for you to do like a finisher move or something like that. So yeah, power shifting is not a thing for a feral tank in classic. So that's why it's like I don't see a risk of doing that at all in classic. Again, retail, very different thing probably. All right, let's send some of these things. I think Doll is actually the one that crafts all these. Here you go. This is going to bank. Honestly, let's actually check my bank real quick to make sure that I can sell shit. Gonna come back to the I have 14 minutes on my Hearthstone anyways. I could fly back to Stormwind, but all right, this is my bank. Bank out. Which, by the way, for anybody who plays hardcore, number one requirement or number one tip that I can give you is have a bank hold. Send all your shit to your bank hold. If your character that you're playing with dies, oh, Gojo, look at him. What does he have? What does he have? Perdition's Blade. Fucking love that combination, especially in a gnome. Ooh, love it. And I thought he had Core Hound Tooth, but he has a dagger from Dagger of Veiled Shadows. That's, by the way, Exalted Reputation. From Exalted Reputation from AQ20. Nice dagger, by the way. But yeah, Perdition's Blade is the shit. Anyways, we got some stuff that we sold. Looks like some potions sold. Twilight Belt, okay, a gold 40. And we have some extra stuff that probably have way too much in here. Kind of running out of room, honestly, on my my bank held. Ugh. Okay, let's first sell some of these things. I have a lot of these recipes that are like, oh, you can vendor it for 10 silver and then you can sell it on Astronauts 15. But like the listing price or the listing cost is like 5. So you're kind of wasting it.
Now, what can I help you with?
I think this I can sell. Yeah, this one I can sell. Fuck that. Some of these are a little bit more worth it, I would say. This one, no point, no point. This one, there's like 1 silver difference, 4 silver. Oop. Okay, this is getting a little bit better. Cleaning it up. Heavy stone, pretty expensive. Rock salt, nope. Okay, now let's clean these. It's a little bit better. 740 gold. It's not bad, man. Not bad. Started from 0. It's not bad. I'm kind of waiting for some of these prices to climb up a little bit for me to actually sell it, so that's why I'm holding on to it. But yeah, like I said before, Gift of Arthas, 82 silver. You have like 60 of those. Yeah, you're kind of killing it. This is 5 silver, and then you can sell it to vendor for 3, and deposit is 2 silver. So it's like you're literally losing money on some of these. 2 silver, 9 to vendor for 3. So you're making maybe like what, 3 silver profit. Useless. Okay, this one actually. So let's do like 39 silver. This guy 12 versus 20 and 5 listing price. Doing that. This one is decent. What about this one? Okay. Okay, let's sell these guys. That might be worth it. I don't know. Maybe. I just need room, honestly, in my bags right now. All right. Grab all this shit over here. All right. 742 gold. I really need a rogue. It would be great. Ooh, there. Ooh, shit. This is tier 3 gold. Rogue. Can you please? This is for me. I need 3 log boxes opened. Let's see if Kylie is gonna help me. Tier 3 Death Sting, by the way. The Death Sting dagger. That's from Cthulhu. Last boss of AQ40. Tier 3 shoulders. That's from Nax Ramus. Actually has 4 pieces of that. Hands, clothes, gloves. She's not responding. So I guess we're not going to be opening those today. Yeah, let's see if we can sell some of this other stuff. I still have this sword right here that I actually dropped. Wonder if that sword... I don't know what that's... That maybe. The fuck? Fuck that. Let's sell this. 22 gold. Not bad, but... What is this bag? Stamina and spirit. Nobody will buy that. Nope. These necklaces, they can sell for 27 silver a piece. Guess this is fine. All right. This one I'll send to disenchant. Getting back on my druid. That maybe. Fuck that. I don't know why some of these, like, I would just open it easily. I would be just like, yeah, sure, I'll open it for you. Not a big deal. I'm literally, you're standing in the middle of a store and doing nothing. Might as well just press 2 buttons. But hey. Enchant L. Another alt that I have that has enchanting. Can get on her real quick. So the main reason why you want to have one alt that is enchanter is to just disenchant stuff. And you can as soon as you learn enchanting, you can disenchant anything. Epics, whatever level, it doesn't really matter. You can so this one is like level 5, but this is where I keep all of my enchanting materials. And then if I need anything for enchanting, I just send it back to whatever character I'm using that. You go. And done. Okay, by the way, this is my warrior, just so that I show you guys that I'm not messing around. So let me kind of show you a little bit what I got on this warrior. I'm gonna jump on my druid in a second. Oh, it's 3 a.m. It's 1:30 in here. All right, yeah, this is my warrior. So I got Warblades of Hakari. I got Whiskak. That's from Onyxia. I got chest, tier 2 chest. That's from Nefarian. So Blackwing Claire. I got belt. Sorry. I got boots and belt from from BWL as well. I got pants from Akar. It's the last boss in DG. And yeah, neck from Onyxia, and then some other blues and shit. So pretty good gear. It's not amazing, but I was really hoping to get revered tonight with Sandalarian tribe, but for whatever reason it was not enough, so I'm gonna have to wait until next week. But honestly, even if I did, actually, you know what, I might fucking do that. I'll do that tomorrow, because one of the key things when you hit level, or when you get revered with Sandalar tribe, is you can buy a Zanza Spirit of Zanza, whatever it's called, which adds extra 500 HP to you for like 2 hours. And again, for hardcore server, 500 HP is like huge for survivability. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to buy a few bijous. I don't know how many I'm going to need, probably like 10 or whatever. One of them is like 4 or 5 gold, so it's going to be like 50 gold-ish or so. But it's going to push me over. I'm going to return those, and I'm going to return those and destroy them, and then that's going to get me over the Revere threshold. So yeah, that's my warrior, man. Having fun with it, but it's, you know, it ain't got shit on Druid. Druid is just too much fun. All right, let's get back on our. Hey, good night, Duncan. By the way, if you're still there, thanks for chatting. It was fun. I would try it if I were you. By the way, hardcore, it's fun. The fuck? Who the fuck is this? Down Zero, one of the main tanks. I guess. With a fucking Thunder Fury, dude. Thunder Fury and Meladath. Ooh. I ain't playing around. Master Dragon Slayer. Neck from Cthulhu. Yeah. Drake Fang Talisman with 2% hit on it. And dodge, obviously. 2%. Plus, it's a human, so he already has 5 sword skill on top of that. Which is like, okay, so you have 5 sword skill, extra 4, so that's 9. 9 sword skill in general, which, you know, decreases quite a lot her that's his glancing blows. But hold up. How fast is Melody? 2.2. Actually, that is not super great. I don't know. Technically, like, you could have the Thunder Fury in your offhand. You're not gonna have that. Nobody would ever, in their right mind, put Thunder Fury in their offhand, by the way. Just saying. Let me see if there's anybody who wants to do real quick. Blood Sale, Buccaneers. It's right here and around the corner. I do need to get it done. Might as well try to get that done.
What bring blast the nerve of fear?
Bam.
He couldn't sail a skiff through
And
Crystal
also,
Lake, let
actually,
alone
Stranglethorn
entire
Fever.
fleet against us.
Try to do both of
Sail
those. That'll be fun.
Buccaneers pay for their carelessness. Now that we know their plan of
Let's
attack,
do
we can know what hit them.
one.
Why send the entire fleet to do the work
Looking
of
for
one
more.
adventuring party?
And
take some
let's
of
say
your
I'll
most skilled
Stranglethorn.
comrades out to Fearalone
These two are
Plains
green
this
for me, so it's like I
assassinate the
could, well,
Bloodsail leadership.
I couldn't do the Stranglethorn Fever.
Soon after.
No way that I'm gonna be able to do alone. That there is a elite. It's funny because it doesn't actually show elite, but it almost looks it feels like it's an elite quest. There's like named mob at the end that comes in. The other quest, the Bloodsail Buccaneers, I could do by myself. Feel like that one as a 48, I should be fine. But the problem is, because it's on those fucking ships, you never know what you pull, man. Like, you could pull too many mobs, and it's really hard to escape. Check real quick. Is there anybody running? Saved, sorry. Oh, there are people still running. Zulfarak, good. These are running more. It's too late for that. Too late for that. Okay. Let's see. Can I do it? Ugh. You go level 40. think I'm high enough for it to like not be a problem, honestly. Not ideal because they're gonna be fucking running away, but I think I should be safe. Let's try one and then let's see. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I can always swim away. I hope I can anyway. Yeah, these are 43, 48. It's 5 more levels. Should be fine. Even if I get like 3, should be fine. As long as they don't have interrupt. If they have interrupt, then it's going to be a little bit harder. I mean, these do actually. The swashbucklers have interrupts. So like keeping myself alive with these is always a bit more of a challenge because you have to kind of bait out their little interrupt to make sure that like they think that you're about to heal yourself, but you really don't. So kind of fake it. One of the things that I learned as well. Okay, let's start with the left boat first. Captain Stillwater. Because on this one, we should be fine. Just clear the mobs one by one. Swashbucklers. I don't need to kill this guy. See, because all these mobs fucking inside, right? That's the problem that you're looking at. 44. Fine. Somebody else in there. Oh. Who is this? Oh. Fight. Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh, let's go. We got a party, bro. We got a party. What the fuck? Fuck. Oh, this is bad, dude. You get out. The shit. Dude, this was fucking weird. Did you see that? Dude, if I wasn't there, he would be in trouble. What the fuck? Dude, I think he probably would have died in there if I wasn't there. I was like, yo. Damn. Try the other boat for the riddle. Dude, I don't know what the hell happened. They just all spawned out of fucking nowhere. Shit. I got a little scary in there for a minute, honestly. I was like, I still had inner raid, so if I needed to, I could have. But Damn. Damn, that was, yeah, that got me a little shook. I was like, if I was in there by myself, I don't know what the hell would have happened. All right, let's go. Kind of focus a little bit, do some damage here. See, I say that and then I mess up my Moment of Clarity proc. Oh, nice gold. There it is.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Yep. It's just two of them. We're good. Okay.
I'm out of range.
Not here. Damn. Oh, I got both of them here. Can I heal myself? Nope. Okay. Exactly the problem. Nice interrupt, by the way. I could have done that myself, I think, but would have been on the box there. It's not here. the other boat. Is he here or not? I don't think he is.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, I got this one. He's got the other one. I should not be on the threat table of the other guy, by the way, at all. So I should be fine. I'm healing the warrior. Ugh. Keeps getting fucking poisoned. What did he pull? Yep. Heal up real quick. Oh, that's good. Nice and easy. Okay. Mana looks good.
I cannot attack that.
Great. Honestly, I kind of need to kill this guy anyways. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. Crit for 1,000. Kind of completely destroyed him. Okay, let's go down. Leave those Cortellos riddle here. Oh, wait. Oh, we pulled somebody. It's fine. This guy's interrupt or no? Yep, there it is. There's one here. Now I just need one from the other boat. Yeah. Captain. Yeah. At least he's helping me. That's good. I mean, I got him. I mean, I saved his ass, so I guess he's helping me out right now a little bit. This is what I like when he procs really nicely. I just destroy him. Another mage over there, but we're gonna wait for this guy first. Take this guy by himself first. Okay. buffs. Not ideal, and he's got. Oh, there we go. Okay. Probably should be marking these so that we can both attack the same ones at the same time.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Ah. I drink a little bit of water real quick. And then free regrowth. Can I make it? No, I can't make it. Shit. What it is. Okay, let's go in. I think this is safe now. Fucking cunt, man. Yeah, these hit hard, man. And that was my fucking free, and let's do just rejuves. I have innovate ready, so I don't have to worry about that yet. Okay, captain is gonna be this one. Which one? Oh, that's a caster. Oh, okay, great. And dead. What? Oh, this one I just needed to kill.
It is too far away.
Oops. Chest though, yeah, so he can take it. He's self-found. Gonna have more use of it. Trash anyway. Oh well. I'll come for it. I'll come back for this one later. Too late right now. Do 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 do. All right. Going to Stormwind real quick. And I'm going to learn my skills. An intellect scroll. That's nice. And we also got 2 gold for the staff. Nobody's going to be wearing a staff with agility on it, but yeah. So I think this was good. So we got level 48. Let's learn new skills. We got 1 more level until I can wear my healing shoulders, the living shoulders, shoulder pads, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'll have to craft them first though. It's gonna be fun because now I'm gonna probably spend solid 12, 13 gold on new skills. Probably that's the amount that I'm gonna spend. Let's see.
Welcome, my sister.
Okay,
If you are
so
here to train,
we
then
only
I
look
will
at
be
the stuff that
delighted
is
to train you.
available,
There will be a time soon
and we
when
only
the
get the stuff that
call
we
of
need.
Emerald
Soothe
Flame
animals,
will
Starfire,
take
nobody's
hold.
fucking using.
You will hibernate for
I'm not a
many
boom
years
kid.
and walk
I do
amongst the
need
purest
nature's
of
graphs though.
It is there and
Power,
then that your
nobody's
ultimate
using
training
that.
will take place.
Track humanoids, nobody's using that. Rebirth, we're on a hardcore server. Nobody fucking nobody's using that. If you die, you die. You keep nobody can res you. So you do need new regrowth. That's 2 gold, bang. You do need new Tiger's Growth. You do need new Feral Bite. You do need new Claw. Okay. Not too bad. 10 gold ish. These I'm leaving because I would just be wasting gold for or just stuffing my my spellbook with stuff that I will never use anyway. Okay, I always have to keep remembering the fact that regrowth I have to put on my bars because the different ranks don't update themselves automatically. Because Tiger's Fury, Ferocious Bite, and Claw, they automatically override each other. So like Feral Bite here, I already have automatically rank 3. Same thing goes with Claw and everything else. But Entangling Roots and Nature's Grasp do need to update. Entangling Roots and Nature's Grasp. Okay. That's that. Good. I'm equipped for the next 2 levels, and then what happens at 50? I can see a new Healing Touch, new Hurricane, new Mark of the Wild, and actually I'll be able to buy Gift of the Wild. Which, by the way, now that I'm level 48, let's take a look how much that costs. Gift of the Wild, because that's going to be at level 50. I'll be able to buff basically the entire group with a 1 hour buff. Need to make room in my inventory for reagents, but that's just part of life. At least I don't have to worry about res reagents. And then what else? New Tranquility, nobody cares. New Rebirth, nobody cares. New Ravage though, oh, that's gonna be nice. More damage. Gonna need that level 50 because from 50 to 55, oof, it's rough, man. But that's where I think I'm gonna start Ungoro Crater. I'm gonna start running daily on top of ZF. Also Maraudon, at least Princess Run to get some extra XP. Oh, let's take a look. How much is the Gift of the Wild rank 1 at like? I'm gonna buy it. Gift of the Wild. 3 gold, 4 gold. I think that's a little bit more than I'm willing to pay. I think usually 1.5. And this is rank 2. Shit, there's no rank 1 here actually. That's for level 50. Yeah, that's why. Because the level 51 was a little bit cheaper. Also, let's look at Wild Heart stuff. Because I really want the belt. I don't see any. Let's look at one more thing. I would really like to buy this trinket, but I'm not paying 50 go for that. Try to get a guy to sell it to me for 20, and it looked like he would, but probably didn't happen. What else? I need to look at shoulders here. Oh, I don't see them here. The unseen. The unseen are really good feral ones though, but not what I meant. I meant the healing ones, but it looks like there are none on the. Look at some offhands. Anything in here that might. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, trash. These are interesting. I think there's one that was here at level 51, but probably gonna have to check that tomorrow morning. Like it expired. Probably nobody put that in. Not listed it back because they're sleeping. All right. Sell some stuff. I need to go back to Tanaris after that. Maybe tomorrow.
Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific
Sell
I can help
this.
you find today?
Nice. 11 gold.
Be careful.
Sell this stuff back to my alchemist. Yeah, inventory management always a challenge, just like mana management for a druid. Let's take a look real quick if I have any extra scrolls of spirit, at least until I get what I need from Burrow Crater. 12 silver. It's not bad, but I think it's gonna be less eventually. Alright, too tired, man. It's been a long day. Hey, this was a fun little session. So we're basically what, 5% in? Yeah, remaining 95%. Right. We got 95% to go from 48 to 49. It's gonna be a lot. And the kids are off from school, which means I don't know how much I'll be able to play tomorrow day. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for coming with me on this little journey. Getting back to 60 on my druid. I really appreciate the support and the interaction. Love it when we can actually chat about stuff, especially druid specific stuff. Since druid is that's my spirit animal. Wow, I've been playing druid for 20 plus years. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and